It's the final word for Wisden Cricket Monthly, fueled by Kookaburra Cricket. I've got Kookaburra's own Jos Buttler. You're having the golden summer of golden summers. It must feel so good.
Yeah, it feels great. Obviously, I feel like I'm in the form of my life. So, and what's been really enjoyable is obviously the consistency and being able to put performances in, more consistently and doing it when I feel like the team requires me. So yeah, it's been great for me so far, but there's still plenty of cricket to go this summer, so hopefully some more good stuff to come.
When we spoke this time last year, your white ball form was prolific, but you weren't able to put it together with the red ball. What's changed in the last few months to make you such an imposing player with the red ball as well, leading into another big test series?
Yeah, obviously not a lot's changed. I've only played those two test matches, but I think the real pleasing thing for me was to bring in the same sort of mentality and outlook on the game that I have in white ball cricket, and try and get that into my red ball game. That's something Shane Warne was actually really talking to me a lot about in India and during the IPL about test match cricket, and why can't you have the same outlook? You don't have to play the same shots all the time, but the same methods of scoring runs. So that's something I've sort of thought long and hard about, and hopefully can take that into these forthcoming test matches like I did in the ones before.
Yeah, we increasingly hear that, don't we? Players in T20 cricket being able to see a direct link to red ball cricket. Do you think now more and more there are skills that are transferable from the shortest form of the game to the longest?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously the skills of specific shots may not always transfer. Your element of risk may have changed, but I think more so the mindset, of how you score your runs in a T20, the way you accumulate, or you try and hit the ball where fielders aren't, that can easily cross over into any form of cricket. If you're just trying to hit the ball where the fielders aren't and score runs, I think it's the simple basics always transfer across, and I think that's what the best players in the world, your Joe Roots, your Kohlis, Kane Williamsons and Steve Smiths, they show that their method works across all three forms. And
do you feel really liberated having a selector like Ed Smith that's backed you in? He's backed in Adil Rashid as another traditionally white ball cricketer, if you like, into the red ball game. Do you feel as though you've got that backing of the central panel in a way that perhaps wasn't the case before?
Yeah, massively so. I think for someone to take a punt on me and say, look, I'm without any form of red ball cricket, to say, what, I think you've got something, and I think you're good enough to play test cricket. Everyone likes hearing those kind of things about themselves, so that gave me a huge boost of confidence. Obviously the IPL and some of the things that I've picked up from there, so at the same time lots of things were really happening for me that gave me a big amount of confidence, and stuff that I really truly believed in myself as well. So the two of those to marry up is great, and that makes you feel 10 foot tall at times.
Were you close? Had things been a bit different, had we been 12 months down the track and you didn't get another opportunity in the test side, were you close to perhaps going in that direction of being a white ball only player, or was it always in the back of your mind?
I think always in the back of my mind. I think especially this summer, knowing the way the one-day season worked with England, that I'd be available for a lot of cricket with Lancashire as well. So that was a huge target of mine, say 12 months ago, that this period of time. Obviously it hasn't worked out that way, but Test cricket has always been the pinnacle for me. It's something I've always been happy to say. That's it's the best form of the game, and the most challenging and the hardest to crack. So that way probably the most rewarding for players as well. And I think when you talk to guys about cricket, it's you always remember people's test match innings and what fantastic careers people have had in test cricket. So it was always my main aim.
Is this about as big as it gets in test cricket right at the moment, playing India, the best side in the world, on your home deck in a 5 test match series even? It's a huge deal, isn't it?
Yeah, massive. For England, obviously Australia's a huge series, but I think for anyone in the world, India is a massive series. They're the real powerhouse of international cricket. Obviously an incredible following and passion for the game in their own country, and an incredibly strong side. So a series of this magnitude, it's great that it's 5 tests, because it deserves it.
And last but not least, how good did it feel knocking off Australia in that game at Manchester, with that sort of rallying 100 and doing it in such spectacular fashion at the end?
Yeah, obviously it felt great. We talked about the whitewash for us not being a big thing, but of course it's a name, especially when you get to 4-0. You just want to win the next game of cricket. But we've obviously been on the receiving end of some tough times against Australia, so for us to have a chance to play well and obviously win that last game, it was a huge moment for the side, and one we're very proud of.
Kookaburra's Jos Buttler, thanks for joining the final word.
Thank you.
I guess my batting tip, or thing I used to use the most, is firstly being as balanced as I can. Makes me keep my eyes nice and level, so they're probably my two things, balance and my eyes being level, and of course probably the most important thing of all is to watch the ball.